At the crossroads of Highway 20 and Highway W sits a quiet little community where you can walk to the post office to pick up your mail or drink a cup of coffee while waiting for the boys to load up your feed at the local mill. When you're in Missouri, you know you're home. Welcome to Alma.
Welcome back into Alma, Missouri. We're just taking a load of some straw bales to town to be able to pick up our new baler. We're going to get a new quick baler to be able to bale the alfalfa, wrap them, and see if we can turn them into silage bales. So we're actually running a little low on silage. We just planted corn in the last episode, so it's going to be a while before our corn's ready to create silage with. So let me run these to town and get that baler picked up. Alright. Oh, didn't quite get those in all the way. Push them up. Sell that away. Perfect. Now we got a little bit of money out of it. There it is. Our quick baler. We're going to go with the Massey Ferguson color theme. So a total of $61,000. Not sure if we'll keep our square baler. Right now we plan on keeping it, but we may end up selling it and just use this for everything. Probably have quite a bit of money in our square baler. It's kind of a high-priced item. Let me get this. If I get this ramp down, there we go. Finally, we'll get this thing loaded up. There we go, loaded up, strapped in. I'm gonna get it back to the farm and put it to work. See you back at the house. Before we can bale it, we need to get it mowed real quick. This will be the first time trying to create silage with the alfalfa field. Normally we just do hay, but I think we still have plenty of hay bales in there. That's not an issue. We just really need some silage. Of course, silage is worth a lot more as well. So if we can make this work. Some of you have commented in the comments that it will work. So that is my hope. Everything will work just fine, but let me get this thing all mowed up, then we'll get hooked up to that new baler. Well, here we got most of the first round done, the headland done, all raked up, so I think we'll go grab the Challenger and the new baler and make sure that this will wrap it up correctly so we don't have to come back out here and ted all this. I really don't want to make hay bales out of it. I got to make that silage. So let me shut this off and we'll run over and grab the Challenger. This tractor's a little big to be running the baler. It's the only tractor I have available right now. It'll do good. We also have some weeds to get rid of. We're going to use the hoe in a little bit. Probably hook it up to the new Holland. And get rid of the weeds, because I don't want to use herbicide every time. Just hate how the dead weeds stay in the field. So, whoop, you know what? Let me switch real quick. Shut this back off and fill it up. Stop up here and fill it up with some silage additive. Always forget. This time, thankfully, I didn't get very far in. $54 worth, that's fairly cheap. Now we'll get back and do some baling. Alright, going in just fine. Kind of slower than I thought. Which this isn't the quick baler. As long as it kicks it out and wraps it, that's what I'm going for. So far so good, and it's wrapping it. Perfect. We'll be able to make silage bales. Not sure what size that is, probably the small size. I never changed it. What, about 9,000 liters? Big enough. But I'll finish baling this headland up, then we'll go back to raking. Alright, now I got somebody working in the field. It's already mowed up. He just got to rake it. And we're going to go back and bale it. But first I need to get this guy started in this field, getting rid of these weeds. So it looks so much better when he just clears the weeds out instead of just killing them. Let me get this course place set up so he can do all the work himself. There, now we can get back to doing the fun stuff, the baling. Got quite a few bales already for a little bit. I ran the pickup and trailer around to pick the bales up so the rake wouldn't run into the headlands. I did speed this up with a real speed mod, and it does go fast enough now that I got to be careful, because sometimes it will fill up the compartment before the other bale is fully wrapped. We have that issue, and it is 10,000 liter bales. So I'm not sure which size that is, but it's not the small one like I thought. Oops, I think I just missed some back there. Let me spin back. Yeah, see, that's what I was talking about. If I go a little bit too fast, it will miss. Here, let me finish baling this, and then we will get on to, we'll be able to skip a month, and we're going to harvest this rye field here on our left. First, I got to bale this. I'm not sure how long they're going to take to ferment. Hopefully not too long. So we'll be needing them for the cattle soon, to mix for the total mix ration. Hopefully he's going, yeah, he's got to be going the other way, so I won't run into him. Here, let me finish this, and we'll see you next month. I'm starting to feel like I got cheated here on our carrot field. You know, we fertilized it last month. It's not showing any fertilizer at all. We put it in hills. It's not showing us any bonus for that either. This should actually be fully fertilized, but none of it is registering. Not sure what we did wrong. This field is not going to produce very well when the fertilizer that we put on is not working. The hills we did with this planter here, you know, we had the hill set up to be able to get the fertilizer stayed out of that. You can see it here, but it didn't count. This part says fertilized. Then you get out in the field where it's planted, nothing. I don't know what's wrong. But it turns out our rye field is not quite ready yet. Well, maybe it is, because this corn came up since I walked through it. So let me get back and see if the rye is ready. Nope, still showing it's growing. So not quite ready yet, but we do have some crops from last harvest that's ready to be sold. So we will go load that up, and looks like we got some tomatoes ready as well. We'll get some crops loaded up in the trailer and take it to town. Looks like we're going to start with the soybeans, which has the best price at Sedalia, but not enough extra to rent the train, so we're just going to go to the grain sell point and sell this load. Not sure how much is in it. We got quite a little bit, because we're still loading out another 30,000, so about 70,000 total. Be some good money at $3,400 per thousand. Let me finish loading this, and we will get it to town and sold off. Then we'll come back, and we also have some, I believe, they're peas that are in the other bin. Scroll down, find the price of the peas. Yeah, 102,000 liters of that. And we're also going to take that to the grain sell point. Sedalia, not enough extra. And that's actually a really good price, because that is higher than the best price is supposed to get. So we'll load these two up and bring them to town. Let's see what our soybeans are going to be worth. I'm wanting to upgrade our combine before our next harvest, and I think this will be able to bring in enough between this and what we're going to get out of the peas. We should have more than enough to be able to buy a new combine. I'm going to go with a Fendt Massey Ferguson style. I believe it was 16 meter. Let me see. I'll show you the combine real quick. We are going with this one right here. Be the 9T. When we go to the head, we're going to go with, looks like a 12.2 meter. So we should have enough money once we sell a little bit more crops. Plus we'll be able to sell our Gleaner off too. That'll give us a little bit more money to be able to afford it. But let me go back and get that load of peas into town, and then we'll go combine shopping. Here we go with a load of peas. Should be enough to get us plenty for that combine. Then we'll go ahead and sell our old combine. Another $205,000. See how much we can get out of our old combine and old heads. Looks like our old harvester will give us another $120,000. Which I know there's ways to make more, and I can fix them up. $21,000 out of that, and our last head, the one that went on chrome on us, chrome look. So $171,000 out of all of our Gleaner equipment. It's a good down payment on the new one. $826,000. get back to the farm, and we're going to have to advance it another day so the rye will be ready to harvest. And tomorrow when we get up, we will have that new combine delivered, so we don't have to pay any extra fees for an extra day. We'll see you tomorrow. Well, now we got our new combine. We still have 326,000 left. I think this field over here I'm really wanting to buy. It's ready to harvest. I don't have the money yet, but it is going to be 554,000, so we still need like 2.25 more to be able to buy it. I'm trying to think of what I could make some money off of to buy that field. Right now, of course, the flax, or not the flax, this is rye, not flax, but the rye is not going to be enough to be able to pay for that, because we don't want to sell it this time of year. It's not worth enough now. But let me try to see what I can do to maybe get a loan from the bank and buy that field, because I'd hate to pass it up when it's ready to be harvested. Let me go ahead and harvest some of this field. We're going to store it in town this time instead of in one of our bins. It'll be a lot easier just taking it to town, then we'll end up hauling it to Sedalia when the price is right. I'll go ahead and harvest some of this. You can tell right here, this is where the plow just ended up going clear through the field for no reason whatsoever. Ruined a big stretch of it. There's still a big chunk of field out here left, so I'm not too worried about that little stretch. Here, let me get some of this harvested and see you in a little bit. Well, I decided I would try to load my tomatoes as the combine's working, and for some reason the auto-load trailer, hey there, finally it decided to stay up there. Been having trouble where it keeps falling through the trailer. Not sure what is wrong. I've never had that happen before. Just want to put my tomatoes on. Come on, take it there. Good. Got some of them on. Let me see if I can go load the rest of them without a problem. Yeah, this set of tomatoes didn't have any problems. They loaded right up. Run these into the ketchup factory and get that production running again. So they ran out of tomatoes. I also need to get some fabric over to the t-shirt factory. Hey, you know what? While I'm here, why don't I run some wool in with it? Let me load that up, and I probably should run over and unload the combine. He's full already, but I'll get these odd jobs done and see when we get back to town. Well, we ended up getting quite a bit of ketchup already. 7,000 liters of that. We're going to run it up here to the pizzeria, sell it before we... Ooh, watch this car pull out in front of me. Of course, then a guy walks out in front of him before we take our wool to make into fabric. Then I'm also going to probably sell the t-shirts today too. We got a couple pallets of those ready. We should be able to load those right when we deliver at the pizzeria, because they're right next door to each other. Let's see how much we can get out of our ketchup. Alright, our ketchup should start disappearing now. Yes, we got 2 pallets of that. Let's go grab those 2 pallets, load it in. $28,000 out of our ketchup. That's a pretty good amount for just being tomatoes. Tomatoes and water, I believe. I know these t-shirts are worth a whole lot of money. That's what I'm really going for. Looks like that was all I have. So let's get in and sell some t-shirts. Looks like the only place I can sell the clothes at is the diner. So we'll pull in there. Hopefully it doesn't take our wool, because we really need the wool still. Please don't get rid of my wool. Alright, doesn't. Good. We'll take those t-shirts. Look at that. $46,000 for just 2 pallets. That's some good income. Now get this wool dropped off so we can start making more fabric to make more t-shirts and make more money. This trailer's a little big to be doing this work with. I need something kind of smaller to move things around. Can't quite get this trailer in good enough. Then I need to load that fabric up. But I'll do this and we'll get back to the farm. We will finish taking care of that rye field. Back here at the farm, we're getting quite a few straw bales off of it. Got the truck up there in the far distance. You can barely see it. He's well over half full, and still got quite a bit of ground to cover. I love the wide pickup on this thing. It goes so quick. Plus, we can go full speed. I just noticed, looking at our speed, that we're low on fuel. Very low, it looks like. I have to turn this thing around to the other end and go top her off, fill her back up. It's the first time I've put fuel in anything on this map except for the pickup. Every time we're picking up propane, I always end up filling the pickup. They turn around and go back, and we'll go put some fuel in this thing. think I have fuel in it. Maybe I don't even have fuel in this. Maybe I never bought any. Let's see. Ooh, we don't need that much. Let's get 2,000 liters. So I guess I hadn't even put any in the tank yet. No, still not wanting to fill. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on. I just spent money on you. You will give me fuel. Huh. I don't know what's wrong. Oh, maybe I'm on the wrong thing. You know what? But that's what it was. I was on the baler. Well, still not, though. Huh. It's the other side. I think it'd be on... Now, there's definitely this side. Definitely pump on this one. Let me do some work and try to get this thing to fill up. Turns out I was just too close to it. Pulled farther away and it's filling right up. Finish filling this and we'll get back in and bale the rest of that field. And he's got a ways to go, as you can tell. I know the graphics aren't too good over there, but our trailer's over half full. Not too many more bales left on it and it'll be done. So I don't know if we'll sell it or just store it temporarily until the price of straw goes up. We don't need a whole lot of straw bales. We'll get back to baling, and he acts like he might. I guess he's full. Doesn't say it in the top corner that he needs unloaded, but he is full. So let me switch over and grab the pickup. Well, this is what's left of the rye. Just dumping it off, and we will run that load into the elevator and store it in there until the prices are good enough in Sedalia to ship it by train. Perfect. Shut this thing off, and we will see how many liters we end up getting. See, 146,000 liters. Perfect. Well, I believe that'll do it for this episode here in Alma, Missouri. Stay tuned to the next episode where we go to the bank to get a loan and buy all this land next to us. My goal is to, once it's harvested, turn all this into one big field. So until next time, have a blessed day, and bye-bye.
Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest.